Introducing the plaintiff. Wrestling, Fortnite gamers. They say the defendant has presented new evidence to support its claims of being a fun, arcade-style game with the addition of the Stadium Stampede mode. However, the plaintiff claims that with hit detection problems and clunky gameplay, Stadium Stampede is simply not good enough to bump this game up from the mid-card. Reintroducing the defendant, AEW Fight Forever. They claim Stadium Stampede offers a new twist on the Battle Royale genre, and with critics claiming the game lacked content upon release, the defendant hopes to change some opinions and offer some variety to wrestling gamers. We shall see. The dishonorable Judge Crook presiding. Ladies and gentlemen, Crooks Court is now in session. A previously decided case has presented some new interesting evidence, and after careful consideration, I have made my decisions.
The winner of this battle is you!
But first, there has been a Fortnite-like Melee Battle Royale game done recently that you might not have heard of. Please direct your attention to the courtroom TV. Rumbleverse is a forgotten game that was released this time last year, in August 2022. I have not played this game, but from what I've seen, it looks like it captures a lot of the same excitement that Fortnite does. This game gives players a lot of mobility and a shit ton of wild and interesting attacks. It actually looks like it could have been a lot of fun. I say it could have been because 6 months after it launched, they shut it down. I know, this is a little bit of a red flag for AEW's new Stadium Stampede and its longevity, but hey, maybe if AEW has made something at least as good or perhaps better, then maybe, just maybe, playing as your favorite wrestler in a game like that will be enough to captivate gamers for a much longer time than Rumbleverse ever could. So first, as always, let's examine the gameplay of AEW's new Stadium Stampede. The gameplay. Here's where it all completely falls apart. Here's how it works. You pick your wrestler. Keep in mind that there are 3 different classes: High Flyer, Balanced, and Power. These don't matter at all. There's a little variation in the moveset, but here's the secret. You're not going to be using any of these wrestling moves anyway. But we'll get to that. So after you select your wrestler, you can then customize your loadout in the form of a skill tree. When you start a match, you have 1 basic attack, 1 punch, a kick, grapple, etc., etc. As you play through a match and deal damage, you earn coins which will level you up, making more of your skill tree available. These reset at the beginning of every match, so you'll need to collect coins to earn those skills every time, which is a good way to encourage players to actually engage and stay in the fight. If only the fighting worked. You can't hit anything. I'm not even exaggerating. Look at this. Firstly, there's a weird issue with targeting, I think. Here's what happens. Now, I'm standing here, looking at this guy. I have this crazy idea, see? I want to hit this guy. So I position myself beside him, ready, and I see my opening. I throw a punch by pressing square, and what happens? I turn around. Oh, why are you facing that way for, you f***ing thing? I'm always turning away from things. I even have trouble just keeping my character facing the loot box I want to open. This game gives you like a 25% chance,
25% at best,
of landing your intended strike. So winning the altercation comes down to just pure dumb luck.
Your chances of winning drastically go down.
But then, to make my chances of winning drastic go up, I discovered an attack that deals a huge amount of damage. The running dropkick. Don't ask me how I found this out. Come closer to me. Oh shit, oh my god, no! What was that, a special move or what happened?
Attention.
So I selected a character with that dropkick, thinking I had found the perfect move. I set out with my new dropkick, feeling confident. My first attempt, I missed. Second attempt, missed. Third attempt, missed. Fourth attempt, missed. Fifth attempt. 13th attempt, missed. 14th attempt, missed. 20th attempt, missed. 21st attempt, I hit him.
Gotcha. Oh, God.
But I forgot to follow up with anything and he ran away. To be fair to me, you can't follow up with anything. You can't hit them when they're down, so you just sorta have to wait. Forget about landing combos. So I realized the dropkick wasn't gonna work for me. There's only one move that seems to register, and it's this belly flop attack. The thing is, everyone knows that this is the only attack that works, so all encounters look like this. No way I lost that! I like the weapons they've added, they just don't operate in a way that's useful. Come here. You're lucky this is not very practical. Oh yeah. Weapons have no range, and in a game where the only way to move is at a full sprint, this makes it very difficult to use your weapons in really any situation. In order for your weapon to work, you and your opponent need to remain stationary. Stay within 4 to 5 feet away from one another. It works best if your opponent sticks their chin out a little for you as well. Any scenario outside of that, your weapon is useless.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
You need complete and total cooperation from your opponent, which, thinking about it, is actually very much like a real wrestling match. So you know what? Well done, AEW, on trying to make an authentic wrestling experience. Okay, I'm gonna eliminate you because I can. Come here. Oh, come on. Hey, get out of here, Catherine! No, I had her! Catherine, you fool! If you're using a ranged weapon, you can't move. So if you're chasing somebody, this won't help you, unless they run straight into it. They're also very easily avoidable. Almost. But all the classic wrestling items are here. You've got kendo sticks, chairs, barbed wire bats, pizza boxes, grenades, Molotov cocktails, and also this barbed wire trap. I've laid a perfect trap. Ha ha ha. Ah, shit. He just jumped. Oh, I broke my trap. Ah, shit. All of these weapons have their own shortcomings, but the problem is, none of them have any advantages. They only have weaknesses, especially the traps. Hey, run into this. Hey, guys. Okay, or can I run into them, or do I just... Oh. All right, it's somebody run into that over there. The weapon ideas are all fine, but in practice, there's no reason to use a bat over your regular slap attack, because though it may do a little more damage, it's easy to move away from, and all you have is a stationary attack. There's no lunging attack or, I don't know, a spinning special move or something. It's just keep hitting square and hope your opponent walks into it.
I'm gonna start kicking air like this. And if any part of you should feel that air, it's your own fault.
So basically, this game mode removes combos, reversals, mobility, hit detection, targeting, vaulting, cool animations, wrestling moves, but they did add a horse. Come here! Oh, did I get him? Yeah, I like the horse. I like the horse. If this was a standalone game, yes, I'd be furious. But it's just an added game mode that at least offers an attempt at some variety. And to be perfectly honest, its jankiness can sometimes lend itself to a couple of cheap laughs now and then. So if you get bored playing through the story mode or whatever you're doing, you can jump into this for a couple of matches, and it's actually kind of refreshing to play as your favorite wrestlers in an entirely new way, which is at least unique to AEW's game. Okay. Oh! You can do that while I'm down? Why can't I do it when you're... Okay, whatever. But now just look again at Rumbleverse. Now back to Stadium Stampede. And just once more back at Rumbleverse. Doesn't this just look a lot more thought out? Now, to be fair, Rumbleverse was developed by Iron Galaxy, but published by Epic Games, who also makes Fortnite. So yes, they might have a little bit more insight into what makes a good Battle Royale game. But this Stadium Stampede is not even kind of close. It's more frustrating than it is entertaining, it's more cheap than it is charming, and it's more Simpsons wrestling than it is Simpsons hit and run.
Chest pain! Having chest pain!
If this game mode just played well, they would have something really interesting on their hands. But as it is now, it's annoying to play, it's difficult to control, and the intended gameplay mechanics just flat out don't work. So whether or not they have the same resources Epic Games has, they should at least know that this isn't much fun. No, what the I don't know the intentions here, but it feels like AEW heard that the kids these days like Battle Royale games, so they tacked one on, hoping to bring in a wave of players. But it's underdeveloped, and they stripped away everything that works about a game like Fortnite, and what they did keep feels like a cheap knockoff version. AEW's Stadium Stampede does not do enough for the game to level up the experience. If anything, I feel it brings it down a notch. It cements the problem with the game as a whole. Everything about this game feels like a cheap knockoff of other games. That has been their goal from the very beginning. The core game is based on WWF No Mercy. This new mode is based on Rumbleverse or Fortnite, but without the polish. Hell, even the intro to the game is copied from TNA's game.
There are moments when time stands still.
There are moments when time stands still.
When history unfolds.
When history unfolds. When we are
Bound by the magnificence of one
singular event.
Nothing about this game feels authentic or original. It feels cheap, and what you're left with is a knockoff game that belongs in the same category as Cat Caught or Prongles. If you're gonna copy something, at least try to do it better. And that's the verdict on AEW Fight Forever. Again,